housing and all the, and the travel and whatnot. So that was kind of our objective this year, was to try and get something done sooner than later.
Mike, this might be hard for you to answer, but I'm going to ask you anyways. Goal scoring has always been at a premium in the NHL. It's something that people pay for. And yet there was that issue last season and having to wait for so long. And there's this stigma kind of in the marketplace that, hey, Mike Hoffman plays great on the power play, but at 5-on-5, sometimes he's more defensively liable. How do you view that perception, and how would you like to change it in Montreal?
Yeah, I mean, I think I can obviously play a 200-foot game and contribute 5-on-5. I think everyone can get better at certain aspects of the game. No one's perfect, so you want to make sure you keep your assets obviously as high as you can. But like I said, there's always things that you can work on, and you want to try and get better as a player, and that'll help your team.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Next question, Martin McGuire, 98.5. Martin, you're up.
Thanks. Congrats, Mike, for the contract. Just want to know if you had other option and why you picked Montreal. Why do you think that Montreal was the right place for you?
Yeah, thank you. Yes, there were other options, but there's nothing like playing hockey in Canada, let alone Montreal, being a original six team, and the fans and atmosphere and city. It just has everything that you want as a hockey player to go to a city like that. So I'm really looking forward to the opportunity of playing in the Bell Center in front of all the fans. And then obviously the hockey part of it is, I think they got a great hockey team, some great young talent that's coming up, and I think they're gonna be good for a long time. So it was a pretty easy decision for me.
Martin, do you have a follow-up?
Yeah, just one more if it's possible. One of your assets is your power play game, Mike. Montreal obviously will lose Shea Weber at least for the rest of the next season. Would you say that it's a right timing to reach Montreal and having that type of assets, be a good shooter on the power play?
Yeah, I mean, whether who's there and who's not there, but yeah, that is something that I contribute and take pride in. Being able to shoot the puck and being a threat on the power play to help your team win games is the most important thing. So hopefully I can come in there and keep it going.
Thank you, Martin. Next question, Arpin Basu, The Athletic.
Good afternoon, Mike. Congrats and welcome to Montreal. To what extent was your role on whichever team you decided to sign with a factor in your decision, and what did Montreal tell you about what your role might be?
Yeah, I mean, I think wherever I went, my role would obviously be very similar. I don't think a team's bringing me in to play on the fourth line or do things like that. Obviously, I'm more of an offensive player, and so coming to Montreal, it was a lot of it had to do with the area, the city, playing in Canada, them having a good team, and more so of kind of the role that we've been talking about. And
it was reported last night that St. Louis came hard after you to keep you. Just wondering how that decision went, how difficult that decision was, and how that made you feel that they wanted to keep you around, in this situation.
Yeah, I mean, you come to decisions like that. This is, the career that we play in, and sometimes, changes happen and moves happen. But I really enjoyed my time in St. Louis. Got along with the guys great, and it was just a little unfortunate that we weren't able to, really enjoy and take part in, having a full building and playing in front of all their fans. but now looking ahead, I'm super excited to join a team like Montreal, and really looking forward to get things going.
Okay, thank you.
Stu Cowan.
Just wondering how much you might have watched the Canadians play last season. What impressed you most about them, and maybe just your thoughts of possibly playing on a line with one of the young centers, either Suzuki or Kakiyemi.
Yeah, I watched a lot of their games. Obviously, more so in the playoffs, but they have a very offensive, talented group, and they play well on the back end too. So I mean, I think they have the full package. Obviously, one of the best goaltenders in the world. So like I said, there's a lot of positivity and bright future for the organization. And like you said, the two centermen, they're extremely skilled and obviously young, and still making their way in the league. But it seems like they're doing a pretty good job of it. Obviously, getting to the finals is not the easiest thing to do.
I know you've played before for Luke Richardson as a coach. I'm just wondering, him being here, did that have any impact, or have you spoken with him since either before you signed or after you signed?
Yeah, I've spoke to Luke. We had a great relationship when we worked together in Ottawa's organization. I think obviously it helps, and it's a bonus that you know someone within the coaching staff. So definitely it's like I said, it's a bonus to have that.
Thanks.
Thank you, Stu. Next question, Guillaume Lefrançois, La Presse. Guillaume, you're up.
Hi, Mike. Congratulations on the contract. It was reported over the last few years that there was interest from Montreal in you. I just wanted to know if you could confirm whether or not you've had talks in the last few years, and what made the difference this time around that led you to choose Montreal.
Yeah, I think there was a little talk between them and my agent last summer, but they weren't able to obviously come to an agreement on something. But this time around, obviously different, and I'm super excited that we were able to get something done. It was one of the teams that I definitely had on my radar, and really looking forward to joining a franchise like this.
All right. Also, I just wanted to ask you how you feel personally that you have grown throughout your different experiences from it seemed a bit of a chaotic time, maybe in the juniors, changing, playing for 3 different teams in the queue to the way things ended in Ottawa for you. I just wanted to know how much you believe you've grown through those experiences.
Yeah, obviously any experience that you have, and I mean, you want to take the positivity from it. It's, brought me here today, and that's, kind of the man I am today. I've, we played on a couple teams, junior, and obviously the NHL now, but you want to take those experiences, and obviously you can learn from them. You get to play with some tremendous players, some of the best in the world, and, try and, make yourself better every day and see what they do, and, try and take after some of, those footsteps that they show you.
Mike Zeisberger.
Hey, congratulations on the deal. I just wanted to ask you about, as somebody that's seen you play since you were 8 or 9 years old in Kitchener, I know the grind that it's been for you to reach this point. Can you talk a little bit about the journey, the experiences of you having to show the hockey world what your potential was, and how much did playing in the queue help your development and give you an understanding of just how passionate the fan base is in the province of Quebec?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you want to do anything and be successful in anything you do in life, it takes a lot of hard work and dedication, and nothing comes easy. So my mindset ever since I was young and working my way through is I always believed in myself, and thought I could eventually make the NHL. And like you said before, you got to have a positive mindset. Hold on, just got a call coming in. Sorry. yeah, and like obviously all the experiences that you have, you try and learn from them and move on forward. And obviously playing in the Quebec League, get to see how passionate the Montreal fans are, and I really enjoyed my time there. And obviously thought it was pretty cool to just see the excitement and what happens during the games, after games. So it's like I said, I'm super excited to join an organization like this, and can't wait to get things started.
How tough was it when you're a kid that relatively young? You're not you're not getting the fanfare, you're not getting maybe the appreciation from scouts. How important was it, you touched on this, to believe that I can make it even when a lot of people don't think that maybe I can?
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing. You got to be strong mentally. And, it's never easy if you want to make it to the highest stage in the world. Obviously, the NHL is the best league out there, and if making it here, if I didn't have the dedication or work ethic or strong mentally, I probably wouldn't be here today.
Thanks, Mike.
We'll take two more for Mike. We'll go with Marc-Antoine Godin and Jean-François Tremblay. Marc-Antoine, you're up.
Hello, Mike. Welcome to Montreal. Well, I've got two questions. First off, you were a plus player last season in St. Louis, and you were asked about growth earlier. What part of your game would you say that you've been able to improve the most in the last few years?
I think being more consistent. I think that's one of the biggest, I'm going to say struggles, but one of the hardest things to do in the NHL is be a consistent producer. We play obviously 82 games, not 82 last year, but you're playing a lot of hockey. And I think over the course of my career, I've got to learn my body a lot better and know what you need to do preparation wise to give yourself the best opportunities out there and have yourself feeling the best. And obviously it's still a growing game. So that's something that, I take pride in, and trying to go out there and, give myself, like I said, the best opportunity for myself. And if I'm doing that, then I'm helping my team as well.
Yeah. And my other question is regarding your production, your goal scoring ability. I mean, being able to score goals is not something that all the players in the NHL are able to do at the same rate as you do. Since when you look at what you've been able to produce since you entered the league, are you a little bit surprised? You've had experience on the UFA market now for 2 years in a row. Are you a little bit surprised that the response you got throughout the league compared to that production that you're able to put forth?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of is what it is. You go out there and play your best, and put your best foot forward. And at the end of the day, all that other stuff you can't really control. You don't get to decide what GMs want or some certain teams want. You go out there and like I said, yeah, obviously scoring goals is great. It's probably the funnest thing, playing hockey, and it's something that I take pride in.
Thank you.
Last question, Jean-François Tremblay.
Yeah, hello, Mike. Welcome to Montreal. During the Habs playoff run, I know a few of the young centers were mentioned, but all over the team, are there certain guys you feel you can have a really good chemistry with?
I mean, I wouldn't say anybody in particular. I think everyone has their abilities and their own talents and good in a certain way. And I'm sure once training camp comes around, you'll be able to figure out players' tendencies a little bit more. And obviously it takes a little bit of time to build some chemistry, but I think there's obviously a lot of good options out there.
The Canadiens being Stanley Cup finalists, do you think that affects how our team play, the team that reaches that level of success, and how that affects how difficult it would be to achieve again that same level of success?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think it's tremendous that they were able to go that far. You get a taste of the playoffs and see what it's like. Obviously, no one likes losing, you know, but I think that'll just make everyone hungrier. Get to know what it takes to win in the playoffs and make it to that level. Obviously, it's not an easy task to do. So I think the experience part plays a big role.
There's no further questions. So thanks for your time, Mike, and looking forward to meeting you in person at next training camp. Thanks for your time again.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Have a good summer. See you
You
soon.
too. Bye.
Bonne journée à tous. Merci.